We live in an age of comfort. Case in point, air travel. Many passengers show up at the gate looking like they just rolled out of bed. You got your PJs, your sweats, your slippers, flip-flops. Clearly hadn't done their hair. We've seen them all.
Right, then there are others who maybe don't leave enough to the imagination, but the next time you decide to wear the bare minimum, you may want to think twice.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. Chief Transportation Correspondent Pilot May Kay Beeler is not holding back on what can keep you grounded if you don't cover up. May Kay.
Are you ready?
I don't know.
Little kids, close your ears. All right. Exposed cleavage, cheeks hanging out. Other eye poppers have landed some attire on a no-fly list. Yeah, low-cost carrier Spirit Airlines just updated its contract for travelers, sending a clear message. Flying a discount airline doesn't mean you should discount the amount of thought you put into your travel attire. All right, we're talking about, the contract of carriage or terms of agreement. You got to sign it before you can complete a ticket purchase. A lot of fine print and legalese to read through. Most of us don't read it. But in a nutshell, it spells out dress code conditions that, quote, shall not be permitted on board or may be required to leave an aircraft, or if barefoot or inadequately clothed, or clothing or an article or body art is lewd, obscene, or offensive in nature, well, that could lead to a passenger getting the boot. Well, nearly all airlines do have similar policies. Spirit updated its own terms to include body art or offensive tattoos.
Okay, so there are things that says home with a bare fare, but you can't be bare, bare at all for people to see. How much is too little, right? How do they define inadequately clothed?
Right, so they do define this. So I'm going to read it for you. Spirit defines that as see-through clothing, not adequately covered, exposed breasts, buttocks, or other private parts. While American, Delta, Southwest, and United have similar policies, the body art clause, that's a little unique to Spirit. All airlines spell out passengers must be dressed appropriately with offensive clothing not being allowed.
Oh my gosh, I have so many questions, May Kay, this morning. So let's say there's a questionable attire and a dispute happens, right? Who makes the final call? Like, I don't see the pilot, captain, stepping out of the cockpit going, I will make the final call. Like, who decides what's fair?
Typically, it's the flight attendants, right? It's your crew. But if it gets bad, the captain, he or she, we're going to come out.
Really?
Wow.
Take them out of the cockpit and delay everybody.
If we have to, because the captain is the pilot in command, the final authority. Yeah. But hopefully you'll respect the flight attendant.
We do want to get this too, because a lot of people like to fly with their flip-flops on, but bare feet, that's no. What's the beef with bare feet?
So first of all, they stink.
The dogs.
Second of all,
oh gosh.
it's just, seriously now, it's a safety issue.
Okay.
Because restaurants, retail places, public places, it's a liability. If you stub your toe, step on a nail, hurt yourself, they're afraid of liability, plus it stinks. Yeah. Okay, now let me talk to you about safety. This is really important. I want to get to this.
Okay.
Miracle on the Hudson, flight 1549.
Yeah.
I interviewed the passengers. We just had the anniversary of that. And they talked about shoes. When you fly, you can't be barefoot. Wear shoes and keep them on. The reason being, God forbid, if there's an accident or something bad happens, you have to evacuate within 90 seconds, ideally. But like on the Miracle on the Hudson, remember they ditched in the Hudson River. Icy water's coming in, you got to get out of that plane. Pam Siegel, one of the passengers, told me, she had fancy dress boots on with a zipper and a heel, and she got out on the wing, it was freezing, she was slipping. And she said, I got to take my shoes off, but she couldn't take them off because they're tight and they're fancy with the zipper. She said, I will never fly in those shoes again. Think about your footwear. It's a safety issue. I know, very serious. I want you to remember that because it's I hope you never have that situation. But yeah, there you go.
Right before you board and go to like the jetway, they've got the little size where you can put your carry-on. You put it down in there to know if it's the right size, too big. Pretty soon, they're going to have mannequins, and you're going to have to stand next to it. And if your clothes is smaller than what's there, your luggage and your clothes and your body, you're going to have to stay put. So we'll see.
Good point.
This is crazy. All right, May Kay,
Be
thanks.
respectful. Cover up.